Okay, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this real quick, almost mini review of the resin kit I bought for Detroit Diesel for my Marilyn Monroe Diamond Reel project. Two videos I posted this morning. One of just detailed views of the actual model, and this one I go into a little explanation of the issues, the pleasant surprises, the interesting stuff I found as I built this model. Let me just first off by saying this kit is phenomenal. The detail is extraordinary. It's a resin kit. It's flash cleanup like always, and that's no big deal. But you clean up the parts in detergent, primer them, paint them. In this case, I used this almost looks like a New York Central jade green, but this is a color I got from Mr. Hobby. I'll get you that information later if you're interested. But this is this is a Detroit Diesel. It's a V12, and it comes in two versions, either turbo or non-turbo. In this particular case, I decided to go originally with the turbo version. However, the issues I had were the engine is massive. It is a massive, massive engine. I knew I was going to have fit issues getting into the Diamond Reel, but I knew they were issues I could handle, and they actually are. So the issues that presented no problem was I had to move the alternator from down. It was originally down here. I had to move it up tighter to the 1 o'clock position in order to fit within the frames, the frame rails of the Diamond Reel. I had to cut off some things. I had to cut a notch in back of the alternator. Same thing with the starter. I had to lift the starter up also to a more 1 o'clock position. Little things like that throughout the model to get it to fit. Where I was going to have problems, where I did come out having issues, was in the turbo version. The turbo version comes with its twin turbos and all the ductwork associated with it. However, it sticks up way up high. It sticks out back and way up high on both ends. Now I figured I was going to cut those down and shave them and to shoehorn them in to the Diamond Reel. But even that was, I was shooting too high for the stars on that one. It was going to result in me cutting all these little turbo pieces by a lot. It was going to give the engine an odd look. It was no longer going to look like the factory Detroit Diesel. And so at the last second, I went ahead and changed my option to the non-turbo version. And that's what you see here. That's it. That's all she needs. She will fit under the Diamond Reel or any other tight fitting quarters with no problems and no issues. Okay. Kind of get an idea. With all the turbo pipe work and duct work, you kind of also get an idea how it just was not going to work out. I was going to have to tear into the firewall, push it back, and just stuff that you wouldn't see normally out on the road in real life. So I think I made the right choice, the right call, and by going with the non-turbo version. But the engine is massive. It is humongous. It's gorgeous. I absolutely had a blast putting this guy together. It was so much fun. There was never one moment when I had a sad face or I was complaining about something other than the hot weather or you know, it was just fun. It was a fun build. I went ahead and slightly weathered it with Tamiya panel wash in certain areas. I didn't want to create a rust bucket. I wanted to give it a look, and I didn't want a brand new look of, you know, an engine out of the crate from the factory. I wanted it to appear as it's a brand new engine that's used and it's worked, but it's well taken care of and well maintained and not abused at all. So you would see these smudges is just probably where the technicians and the oil changes, where the workers and the mechanics tend to um, make contact with the motor. So you get all these little smudges in certain areas without dirtying the entire engine or rusting it or streaking it. This is the look I kind of wanted, and I was able to pull it off with the Tamiya panel wash. I hope that's visible, but I doubt it. Um, the Diamond Rio cab is actually a small cab. It looks more modern because it's got that modern look, but it's actually a tiny cab. And for comparison, if you guys ever choose to go this route with your Diamond Rio or similar model of an older rig, it's got that nice big modern look, but it's actually a real small cab. And for comparison, this is a more modern Peter. This is Kenworth, also 125th. Okay, this right here is a Peterbilt. So you start to see right away why I was going to have fit issues, why the seller who sold me the model or the guy who built it and sold it to him had fit issues with that other motor. So the Detroit diesel with the turbo option is not going to be an option if you are working on a rig, an older rig, an older kit of the size of a Diamond Rio, maybe a Mack truck, that type thing. Your bigger rigs will have no problem accepting your engine with the turbo setup. Might still be a tight fit, but it's going to fit without you having to destroy all the turbo ductwork that came with the kit. And this is a Peterbilt. Okay. But other than that, that's about it. I did not have any fit issues. The big parts in here, I actually got brass rod thicker than this, and I drilled through, so they served as pins and anchors and guides when I put the valve covers on, the oil pan on, the front assembly on, the ductwork on. Believe it or not, this thing is, you can't see it now, but this thing is full of pins or anchors or rods throughout the model. So all the pieces went on straight, level, and they're going to stay on forever. I've always had a problem, though, even though I use CA glue, super glue, a lot of times my pieces just snap right off. I'm not going to have that issue with this. There are anchors throughout the model. Also, what I did here, and I also did it with the alternator, only I lost the part. It shot off into outer space here in my workshop. But I went ahead and got a metal sleeve, actually aluminum, and I made a wrapper, and I put it over the starter and over the alternator, and it gave it that metal look. Now, I am going to make another one for the alternator. It's going to take me a little while. I got to get situated with some other stuff. But when I shove this into the Diamond Rio, it's going to have its metal alternator, metal starter. I'm going to include all the wiring harness, the basic ones for now. I have pre-drill holes throughout the major components, so I can come back later and attach the hose work, duct work, wiring harness without having to think about how am I going to drill at that time. As the weeks and the months go by and I find out more about wiring and piping, I'll come back and add that on there at that time. Remember I showed you guys this aluminum wiring. So you're going to see how it's going to come in handy for prettying up, making the engine bay look pretty. Comes in various sizes, various colors. I can only find them in Japanese stores. It's metal, flexible, it's aluminum, it's anodized. But that'll give you an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here, the look I'm going for. Kind of show truck, but not really. It's an actual working rig. Well, that's the line I'm going to go with anyways. But what I did want to say is I'm going to keep the video short. And I'm almost done with the diamond reel. We're getting real close. I'm shooting for definitely beginning of August, first half of August anyways. And then I'll move over to other projects like the Freightliner. Remember the Freightliner. The Freightliner, and also I'm going to work on this day cab here. It's going to be some sort of logging truck, but we'll touch on that when we get to that project. Anyways, what I did want to share for you is I'm really, really tickled pink at the results of the diamond reel project and how it's been coming along. I did not get to this stage without every single one of you guys. Every single one of you guys. People who have commented on my channel, people who have given me advice, critiques, people who subscribed, people who just watched and never did anything else. Every single one of you guys, I want to thank you because I got to this stage because of you guys. Okay? This YouTube community, this modeling community, every single one of you guys is awesome. Okay? So I wanted to thank you guys for getting me to this stage. I'm so tickled pink right now, it's not even funny. I just love looking at this. I've spent the last 2-3 nights just looking at this outside my back patio at night. I go back there, play my guitar at night, and I got this thing in front of me. I'm just admiring it. But I did not get there, and I would have never gotten here without every single one of you guys. Every single one. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Let's enjoy this project together. Let's see where it goes. Let's see if it comes out like a beauty queen, or let's see if it comes out like a big turd. I don't know. But let's enjoy it together. Thank you. Like I said before, any advice, critiques, criticisms, please comment below. Any questions, any young people or any new people to the hobby that want to tackle something similar like this and has questions, hit me up. Hit up every other YouTube modeler on here also. Everybody on here is just phenomenally awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for letting me go somewhere I never thought I was ever going to go to. I'm walking through a whole new world now. It's a good feeling. But I couldn't have done it without you guys. Every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Have an awesome summer. I'll keep you updated with little quickie updates like this. Enjoy. I do everything with a cell phone. My reading glasses, my painted thumb. Believe it or not, I had my thumbs painted that color. Just before I shot the video, I realized that I got the paint thinner and cleaned them up. But you can see. And, just I'm enjoying the hell out of this. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy my little goofy updates. And you guys are awesome. Thank you.